Cradle, The Rise of the Chosen, Chapter 24, Part 1. The soldiers from the hallway came pouring in, with the light glinting off their black visors and their matte black helmets shifting slightly as they looked around the meeting room. Lawrence Plateau's president's soldiers saw the windows blown out and couldn't see at first where their leader was on the floor, dead in a pool of blood. But soon he was discovered, and the soldiers pointed their guns at Takuma, Gianoa, and the governor and their corresponding defense security team. Aluoia, Huanti, put your damn hands up, the Lawrence soldiers demanded. Nitul, Hujim, Wantan, you surrender now, Trent's force yelled back. And suddenly, Takuma saw him. He was bright and shiny just inside the window. Josh appeared with his hands open, and the soldiers were taken off guard and unknowingly lowered their semi-autos. Du'lim, Kalahum, Hint Yorti, Iol. I am the son here to offer peace, Josh stated firmly. Di'ime, Uel, Finide, Valsi. Your president died because he defied the truth. Do'lim, Ha'anta, Tiku. The truth is God, Josh explained. The apparent leader of Lawrence's force was a tall and stiff man in tactical gear in gunmetal blue and blacks. He raised his muscle at Josh, and Josh smiled pleasantly at him. Dihijon, Poliet, Kalmain, Dulepi. Surrender, you killed our leader, scum, the soldier exclaimed. Yuoni'in, peace. Montio, El, Valsien. Let me show you what my friend can do, Josh offered. Takuma, Josh prompted. Takuma lifted his right hand to the highest he could from his seat, with all the fingers wide and spread open, and then he closed them. This caused the biggest commotion among the soldiers because all of their guns, the semis, and the pistols had disappeared, and Takuma looked straight into the lead soldier's eyes until he looked away from Takuma and then to the ground. The prime governor stood up and stretched out his arm. Tamlin, Ijuot Hamin Kaka. Take everyone out the room and regroup with a plan. Soon enough, the room was just occupied by the dead body, Takuma, Gianoa, Josh, and Pierce. Pierce was looking at Josh with amusement, and he seemed to have trouble forming any question or statement for Josh for a couple of minutes. Then he finally said, Ni-o-uti. Who are you? Dardul, Josh. Ka'an Ilio. You can call me Josh, just like everyone else, Josh answered. Jinjul, Pitni. Can I shake your hand? Pierce asked. Josh nodded and smiled with white teeth, and they shook hands. Damn it, Takuma remarked. Josh didn't even turn around to look out the window or where the pane of glass was. Tati Rimba, Chin, Crown Rimba, mercy me, Josh commented. Ma'al Mi'inchichi, of all times, Gino complained. Takuma watched as the gold watercraft and aircraft poured into the bay with their telltale humming and wind shearing. Then a boom and echoes resounded. Takuma could see the white trails from the missiles seeming to close in on the gold fleet, but soon several laser rays lit up the bay in blues and reds, and the missiles were destroyed mid-air. Josh sighed again and lowered his head for a moment. Anui Kalati Monjamal Sik. Lawrence. He just destroyed the entire Lawrence fleet that was present, Josh explained. Kine. Is that bad? Takuma asked. Bia, Lawrence. For Lawrence, Josh answered. Warni. They deserved it, Takuma said plainly and saw the prime governor nodding. Tinetu. Aotio. Never start thinking like that. Gul ha'al ti'im. That is the way of the world, Josh said, looking intently at Takuma. Polomi. Tikir. Forgive me, my lord, Josh said and looked at the floor for a moment. Or Takuma said and looked at the floor for a moment. Danielu. Life is for learning, Josh said with a smile. Mienti al mo iru benu Kind governor, tend to your people, Josh said to the bald leader. Yes, Lord, the governor said and walked out into the bustling hallway and shut the door softly behind him. Here, Pa'alma. Let's just sit, Josh said. He walked over to the side of the table where the king and queen were and sat next to Gianoa. The roaring of the air was calming as it rushed past the gap in the windows of this meeting room. Rimba, da, nal, koha nam. Rimba will be here soon, Josh explained. Kieko, naami, Takuma. Address him first, Takuma. Aola ma, on my behalf. Takuma nodded and looked at Gianoa. Neo PM? How are you holding up? He asked his wife. Inni al pishdi. I'm fine, my lover, she said, looking softly into his eyes. Naat hi'imo diondi. Now I must rest, Josh said and closed his eyes and sat serenely still. After about 15 minutes, the door to the meeting room opened and a procession of a handful of staff preceded the gangly crown before he bowed and smiled widely at a somewhat apathetic Josh. Rimba quickly sat next to Josh and licked his smallish brown lips. Hinil kali'im ma'ali hitu, Josh. How well is it that we meet, Lord Josh? Crown Rimba extended his hand to Josh, and Josh did not move nor respond.